My name is Teresa Njoroge. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Clean Start. Clean Start is a social enterprise that works to empower, inspire, and equip people who find themselves in the margins of our society and end up being imprisoned, mostly due to survival crimes and not being criminals per se. And so for us at Clean Start, we look at how do we empower them to break the cycle of in and out of prisons, because this majority, once they leave prison, they then go back to their poverty situations and then get caught up again in petty offenses or lack of knowledge of their rights and end up being imprisoned again. Clean Start came up as a result of my own first-hand personal experience with the criminal justice system in Kenya. I used to work as a banker, as a professional banker for about a decade with some of the international banks here in Kenya. And I happened to handle a fraudulent transaction unknowingly. And innocent as I was, I got arrested, prosecuted, and convicted for a crime that I did not commit. And even though those arresting me knew very well that I had not committed that crime, they actually requested me to cooperate with them to make the system of my conviction smooth. Something that I found very twisted, that the criminal justice system that was meant to protect me was the very system that was convicting me of a crime that I had not committed. I got convicted for a whole year, spent that whole year with my firstborn daughter at the largest correctional facility for women here, Langata Women Maximum Prison. And it was during that time that I met close to over 700 women who we were serving time with. And I got to listen to their stories of what took them there. And I realized that over 70% were purely in there due to illiteracy, unemployment, and huge poverty stories that had afflicted their lives. So I eventually got vindicated and cleared of any wrongdoing. And I attributed that to the fact that I could access justice, I had legal representation, yet majority of the women who I was serving time with didn't have legal representation to even start with. And that's when I decided to start up Clean Start as a social enterprise that will address the issues of criminalizing poverty. It was such a privilege being with the Emerging Leaders Foundation, because these are young leaders who are aspiring to see the change that we need in our society. Clean Start is on the very end of the conveyor belt of the criminal justice system. By the time someone is getting into conflict with law or is being imprisoned, they've really been through a chain of broken systems. The education system, the health system. There is a lot of opportunities that were missed for this person to now end up at the end of that conveyor belt and being imprisoned. So these young people are bringing change in the very sectors we need to see working, like the health system, like the education system. And it really gives me so much hope to know that we're in this together, to see the change that we want to see. Because if we have more people getting opportunities in education, then they will definitely get brighter futures, get into employment or know how to run their businesses or understand their rights, know how to read the Constitution and interpret it. It's very encouraging to see the youth brought together to have these conversations for the change that we want to see in our country from different corners. Very encouraging.